Ja, hallo, grüß dich. Wie geht's dir heute? Welcome to week 4 of our online learning, and the title for this week is Was für Musik hörst du gern? So what kind of music do you like listening to? Okay, so bitte das Datum und den Titel aufschreiben. So please write down the date and the title und auch unterschreiben and underline them, please. Our aims this week, we're going to be looking at music. We're going to be giving our opinion, saying what music we like, dislike, and we're also going to be completing listening and reading tasks and writing tasks, most importantly. Okay, zum Anfangen bitte also die Verben hören und spielen aufschreiben. So for your starter task, please, I want you to see, can you conjugate the verbs hören und spielen? Please write down the pronouns and write down as many forms of the two verbs that you can remember. Okay, pause the video, please, while you're doing this task. Dankeschön. Also, wir schauen die Antworten jetzt an. So let's have a look at our answers. So hören. Ich höre, du hörst, er, sie, es hört, wir hören, ihr hört, sie hören und sie hören for the polite form. Spielen. Ich spiele, du spielst, er, sie, es spielt, wir spielen, ihr spielt, sie spielen und sie spielen for the polite form. Bitte das aufschreiben. If there's anything that you didn't have correct or any parts of the verbs that you're missing, please write them out. Make a flashcard for your verbs, please. It's so important that you keep up with your verb learning. If there's any parts you don't know, write down the English translation with them as well. Okay, ganz gut. Wir gehen noch weiter. Okay, die Musikarten jetzt. Also welche Musikart passt also mit dem Wort. So let's have a look. What music type matches the word in German? Okay, so you have der Rap, der Rock, der Hip-Hop, der Techno, der Pop, der Schlager, der Indie, die elektronische Musik und die klassische Musik. Make sure that you write the English and the German, and pause the video, please, while you're doing this task. Dankeschön. Also, wir schauen die Musikarten jetzt an. Okay, die Antworten. So, Classical Music, that would be die klassische Musik. Popmusik, der Pop. Chartmusik, der Schlager. Hip-Hop, der Hip-Hop. Rap, der Rap. Indie, der Indie. Rock, der Rock. Electronic music, die elektronische Musik, and techno, der Techno. Okay, so notice that the music type are all masculine. They all have der in front of them, unless you have Musik, which is feminine, and then you can basically put most music forms, use them as an adjective before Musik. So die klassische Musik, remember your ending is in an E for the feminine when it's an adjective. So die klassische Musik, you could also say die Popmusik, you could say also die Rapmusik, you could also say die Indie-Musik, die Rockmusik, die elektronische Musik, but we still just say der Techno. Okay, make sure that you have that written, make sure that you've written down the gender of the nouns as well, please. Okay. Okay, ganz gut. Wir werden jetzt ein bisschen lesen. So I want you to read the texts. So read the opinions, copy and complete the table in English. Okay, so there are two people giving their opinions, Leah and Arman, and you need to write down what kind of music they like, they dislike, like, prefer, or like best. Okay, then you need to find in the text the German phrases for prefer and most of all. Okay, so ich werde das jetzt lesen. So I'm going to just read it out loud, just so you can read along with me. Okay, it's always nice to read along. Okay, so Leah, ich höre gar nicht gern Rock. Es gefällt mir gar nicht. Ich höre gern Pop. Ich höre lieber Hip-Hop. Aber am liebsten höre ich Techno. Ich tanze gern. Und Arman, ich höre gar nicht gern Deutschrap. Es gefällt mir nicht. Es ist hart und aggressiv. Ich höre gern klassische Musik. Ich höre lieber Schlager, aber am liebsten Pop. Ich mag die Melodien. Okay, you can stop the video now while you answer this task. Okay, danke schön. Okay, wir schauen die Antworten jetzt an. So you can have a look at the answers here, see if you had the correct forms. There's eight types of music, Musikarten. See how many you got out of 8. Now let's have a little look in the text. Where did you find prefer? So the answer is lieber, is prefer, and most of all is am liebsten. Now I want you please to note 2 more things in the text. So wie war das? Oh ja, es ist hart und aggressiv. 2 more adjectives. So hard is hard, as in harsh, and aggressive. Aggressiv is the same as English aggressive. So 2 cognates there. And another nice sentence for describing music here at the end, he says, ich mag die Melodien. So I like the tunes. Okay, so bitte schreib das auch in deinem Heft aus. So write that down in your book as well, bitte, as your vocab for today. Okay, wir werden jetzt die Grammatik für diese Woche anschauen. So we're looking at gern, lieber, and liebsten. Okay, which is how we say in German, I like, I prefer, and I like the most. Okay, so how do we use, we've already looked at how we use gar nicht and gern. Okay, so gern, I like, and gar nicht, I really don't like. So let's just look at the examples. So gar nicht gern, ich spiele gar nicht gern Fußball. So I don't like, I really don't like to play football. Ich spiele gern Korbball. I like to play handball. Ich spiele lieber Rugby. So I prefer to play rugby. Und ich spiele am liebsten Tennis. So I, most of all, I like to play tennis. Okay, so we say it a little bit differently in German to how we'd say it in English. Now, it says here, remember the verb second rule. Okay, so what does that mean? It means that in all of these examples, we have the pronoun first of all, so the person doing the action, the subject, so the ich, du, sie is the first, and then the verb second. So you've got the verb second, ich spiele, ich mache, ich höre, etc. And then we've got our opinion third in these sentences. So ich gar nicht, gern, lieber, am liebsten. Okay, now for the last little one, am liebsten, which is most of all, you can also say this and the other way around. So you can put it at the start of the sentence. So you could also say, am liebsten spiele ich Tennis. So most of all, I like to play tennis. Remember, if we're putting am liebsten at the start of our sentence, then we have to invert our verb and our subject, okay? So it's like what we did last week with the time phrases, manchmal, jeden Tag, selten, oft, etc. So when we have am liebsten, that's the first, the verb is the second, remember verb second, and then our subject goes to the third. Okay, so bitte schreib das auf in deinem Heft, write that down in your book, write the examples, write the translations, and pause the video while you're doing that. Danke. Okay, wir werden unsere Grammatik jetzt ein bisschen üben. So I want you now to match we've got 5 sentences here, also wir haben 5 Sätze. I want you to match the beginning and the end of the sentences and translate them into English, okay? So these are the endings, match them please and translate. You can pause the video while you're doing that task. Dankeschön. Okay, wir werden jetzt die Antworten anschauen. So, ich spiele nicht gern Tennis. I don't like playing tennis. Meine Schwester geht lieber einkaufen, so my sister prefers to go shopping. Wir hören am liebsten Rap, so we prefer to listen, rather we like, most of all, we like to listen to rap. Anja und Niklas, ihr fahrt gern Ski. Okay, so Anja and Niklas, they like skiing. And the last one, du siehst nicht gern fern. So you don't like to watch TV. Okay, if there's anything that you didn't get, please just correct that and schreib das auf, write that down. Danke. Okay, also wir werden jetzt hören, so, also hör zu und notiere die Musikart und die Meinung. Gar nicht gern, gern, lieber und am liebsten. Okay, so this task, we're going to write the answers in German. Okay, so we're going to listen out for the type of music, die Musikart. We're going to listen for die Meinung, which is we're going to listen for the opinion. And then there are some extras where they give an opinion, okay? So see if you can listen out for the extra opinion. Now, I've said that it's out of 18 in total. It's out of 16, but there's 2 extra opinions here. So wir werden jetzt anfangen. Get yourselves ready, please. Make sure you've got your column with the type of music and opinion.
Seite 60, Aktivität 3. 1.
Ich höre gar nicht gern Schlager. Es gefällt mir gar nicht. Ich höre gern Techno. Ich höre lieber Deutschrap, aber am liebsten mag ich Hip-Hop.
2.
Ich höre gar nicht gern Techno. Es gefällt mir gar nicht. Ich höre gern Rock, aber ich höre lieber Schlager. Am liebsten mag ich Pop.
Okay. So if there's anything that you missed, you can go back over that and listen to it. Okay, so maybe pause while you can listen to it again and then we'll go through the answers. Okay, wir werden jetzt die Antworten anschauen. Die haben eigentlich ganz schnell gesprochen, so they did speak very quickly doing that task. Okay, so wie viel hast du aus 18 gekriegt? So let's see, how many did you get out of 18? Did you get the Musikarten, die Meinungen, and the 2 extra things were es gefällt mir gar nicht, so I really don't like it. Okay, wir gehen noch weiter. Let's continue. Oh, okay, let me just pause this while I get it. Okay, also jetzt bitte werden wir aufschreiben, was für Musik hörst du gern? So what kind of music do you like listening to? So I want you to use the writing frame here to write 5 sentences about the type of music that you like or dislike, okay? So zum Beispiel, ich höre gern, ich höre gar nicht gern, ich höre lieber, am liebsten was? Ich höre gern Pop. I want you to use your connectives as well. So zum Beispiel, ich höre gern Pop und Hip-Hop, aber ich höre gar nicht gern Indie oder Rock. Okay, so bitte 5 sentences. Remember to take a photograph of your completed lesson and upload to the classroom. Okay, vielen herzlichen Dank für heute. Dankeschön.